Money is energy. Energy is spiritual. And yet we said that money is not spiritual. Today I have a brilliant book that describes the laws of how to make money work for you. And not any laws, but the spiritual laws. This book was written by Edwene Gains. She is truly an enlightened teacher. I'm going to give you my 5 takeaways. If you tell me you really have to buy this book and make it your go-to resource in those moments of need. First takeaway is identify your real source. What I have noticed in the case of many women, they make their source of money their husband. You can see it in the statistics how many women are poor, particularly if they were not married. How many women are dependent on their husband. Who is the real source? Well, if you tell me, that is divine. Call it God, source, universe, or whatever your belief system says. But that is your real source. When you connect with that real source, everything is possible. But when you stay with my only source is this man, my only source is this job, my only source is this business or this customer, you are restricting your possibilities. However, when you connect with the real source that owns absolutely everything, there is no lack. There is all possibility. Connect with your belief system. Don't take it away. I remember when I wanted to have a husband, I had a conversation with a Catholic priest, and he asked me, do you actually believe that God is omnipotent? Of course I believe. But I really took pause and realized that I was not believing that God will be in the discotheque or God will not be in the bar to find me a husband. We don't believe that the divine is in financial transactions. Well, start believing it again. That the source of everything, that the universe, that God is your real source of financial wealth. Start believing it and everything will start changing. This is the key takeaway of her. If you connect with that one, everything is easy. The other 4 are really quite powerful. The second one, the other 4 are her 4 spiritual laws. So my second point is her first law. Her first law is that you have to start first. You have to start giving before you get. She calls it tithing. What is tithing? Many people don't even know what that word was. The first time I read it, I didn't know what it was. This is to give 10% of your income to the people who have been feeding you spiritually. So that doesn't mean your priest. That doesn't mean your rabbi. That could be. But it could be your waitress. It could be your neighbor. It could be your children. It could be your husband. That person or institution, organization, book writer, YouTuber, who is giving you that spiritual food, you give that 10%, or persons, institutions, and you'll be amazed of how much money comes back to you. I've been practicing this for years. It is amazing. The moment when you give that 10%, you feel so wealthy. And particularly if you are starting with this, You're starting with, you receive 100 euros and you give 10 euros. You go with your envelope and you give it to that person or that institution. You feel so powerful because only you have more and your needs are met and you are really acknowledging that your source is the real source. That thing is really powerful because he's trusting that there will come more. When you don't do it and you are worried and then you immediately pay everything that you have to pay, you're scared that it will stop coming. When you trust that it will continue coming, it will continue coming. You'll be so surprised. Third point, goal setting. This is the first question that I ask any coachee that I ever had in my entire life. What do you want? And it's a huge problem because people are anesthetized. Like we cannot have dreams. It is crazy. When we were children, we were able to write a letter to Santa Claus. But now we cannot set goals. We don't even know what we want because we don't allow ourselves to want. I remember one birthday party of the children when a child was telling me, I want that piece of the cake. And her mother was telling her, no, don't ask. So the mother was really training the child to suppress her desires. That's why we don't set goals. Because the moment we will set goals, we will know that we failed. So Edwene invites us to set goals and write them and put them in number, but specify them to know how it's happening. And this is really powerful. She is very spiritual, but this is also scientifically proven. With your reticular activating system, your brain will focus on exactly what you want to have. And suddenly all the synchronicities are going to start happening for you to get what you want. Set goals. Point 4. The gate that is stopping money from flowing through your experience is being still in anger, having grudges against others. And the worst of everything is being overcritical about yourself. In other words, what is stopping the money coming in is your lack of forgiveness. Forgiveness, compassion for others and for yourself. So what she suggests to us, and I found it so powerful, is to make it a practice. Every night she recommends us to make a list of who you have left out of your heart. That person who crossed you in the street, the person who did not reply you hello, the person who did not reply your email, the customer who arrived late. And forgive them and let it go. And forgive yourself as well. What you did wrong. You did not follow your ritual. You did not wake up early. You did not meditate. Forgive. Daily. And she gives us also advice to do it once a year, big. What are the things that I still need to forgive from childhood? What are the things that I keep carrying from years ago? And when you do this cleansing daily and annually, you're going to be opening for all the blessings that you could have in your life. Number 5, her 4th law, is purpose. We are spiritual beings in a material experience, in a corporeal experience. We are here for a reason, and we really don't know the reason. We have answers. It's like driving in the night and you see a couple of meters forward, but you cannot see more than that. Maybe there is a curve, maybe there is a precipice, maybe there is a mountain. You cannot see it because it will be unfolding. We are always preparing for our purpose, and we don't know what the purpose is. So the only way to know what your purpose is to be present in the here and now. Now, my purpose is to be talking to you right now. That is my purpose. So, as you continuously connect to the purpose, you will build a life worth living, moment by moment by moment. So, there you have it. My 5 key points of the 4 spiritual laws of prosperity by Edwene Gains. Identify, reconnect with your real source. Tithe 10% of your earnings. Set goals. Make a practice of forgiveness. And constantly connect to your purpose. You know all that good stuff that comes after every video? Please share it. Like it, subscribe, comment. What or these ideas are you going to implement today? What are you going to implement today? So, thank you. Thank you for being here. I have a wonderful day.